I got you though.
What's going on, everybody? So in today's video, we're finally going to take a look at my little concoction of a gun. And so to start off with, this gun is kind of like my sort of introduction into airsoft, kind of mechanicking, I guess you can say. Just more like airsoft teching and that sort of thing. So this was my real first try at really just trying to do this, because the whole basis of this gun is that it's the internals from another gun and the externals from a different gun. So it's kind of like two different guns in one, which is just kind of how it ended up coming out. So for the internals, I have a G&G SRXL gearbox inside of it, also including the MOSFET, and also from that G&G body I have the stock, the selector switch, the charging handle, and the iron sights on top of it all, and the pistol grip, which I kept all those things from that gun because I did like those aspects. I just didn't like the whole polymer body, and I had the SRXL variant, which is the longest variant, and I don't really like to run that long of a gun, so this body was a little bit shorter. I think this body is about 9 inches at SRXL was about 12 inches, so it was a better fit for me. But not only that, it was full metal, so it just felt really good, and that's just how it ended up coming to be. So for all the other parts which are not from those two guns, which includes the motor and the sight and everything, the motor is from a VFC SCAR-L, which I do like that motor because it does spin faster than the stock G&G motors. So, you know, better trigger response, which it really doesn't matter on a gun like this because this does have an electronic trigger unit. Another thing that I tried doing with this rifle was to kind of give it some sort of flair, which if you guys haven't seen, you know, kind of guns that people have like hydro dipped, or they've just kind of made it a different color and just some sort of area. I did try doing that with the sling mount, mag release, and just little touches like that, where I did paint them red, but I just didn't really like how that really came out. So I just ended up just stripping all the paint off of the parts and just going down to the bare metal with a wire brush. And honestly, that I just kind of like that bare metal look, so I just kept it there. And those are those little silver pieces that you can see, which I do like how they came out, and it kind of gives the gun its own sort of flair without being so kind of, you know, the norm, I guess you can say, because, you know, anybody can just go ahead and buy a red accented gun, which they are nice and everything, but I just kind of wanted my own thing, just because this gun is kind of my own concoction and everything. But to keep on going with the internals is just a standard combat machine, the new 2015 era combat machine. I know there is a newer version now, but this is the 2015 version, which came with the electronic trigger unit, also with the inline MOSFET, and those DIN connections, I wired them because it does come with a Tamiya connector. But the externals are a Daniel Defense MFR body, which also included the Mad Bull barrel, which was a great thing to have. Makes your accuracy very well. The accuracy that you can get out of a Mad Bull barrel is pretty impressive compared to a regular stock barrel. But for the externals, that I did keep the MFR rail and the top and lower receiver, and the mag release, but everything else is basically from the combat machine. But as for the way this gun performs and everything, I mean, just, you know, if you guys have ever tried out a combat machine, the 2015 model, it performs excellent. The trigger response, just because the electronic trigger unit is just amazing, and just, you know, the full metal body and everything, just the feel in the hand, everything is just spot on, and you know, everything just falls in line, everything just works very well, and it's just it's just a very good performer. And with the little upgrades that I made to it, as in the VFC motor that I've put in, I've been able to get even a faster rate of fires out of it, and it's just been a very, very good performer. But as for my final thoughts about this piece, it's been a little bit of a journey with these airsoft guns, because I've ran through my scar and had a couple problems. So this gun, you know, just working the way it should and everything, it's just been a breeze. It's no problems, no nothing. This gun has just been amazing all throughout. Just the amazing internals that G&G has on their combat machines is very impressive, especially for the price point that you can get them at. So I picked up mine for about $180. You know, $180, and you get an ECU and everything, MOSFET. This gun just shoots awesome. And I was able to pick up that Daniel defense body just from a friend, because he had no use for it anymore, so I just took it off of his hands. And just, you know, everything put together is just amazing. But that's kind of my final thoughts, just wrapping up this overall review. I mean, of course you can't buy this gun anymore, but if you do want the closest feel, then do yourself a favor, and if you don't have a gun with an ECU, just try to pick up a gun with an ECU, and just try it out. And very, very good trigger. It is a pretty big difference just from having a stock trigger, and also a Mad Bull barrel. Mad Bull barrel is very keen. Just the shot-to-shot accuracy that you can get out of a Mad Bull barrel is just crazy. But that's about it for this review, and just let me know what you guys thought. If you guys would like to see any more of these. This is my first style into this sort of video, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll just let the gameplay roll out. Fuck, got no range. Fuck happened? I got no range. I'm gonna hop up.